Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Artyom and I'm a coach at footcoaching.com. So welcome back to my channel. Guys, I'm gonna start with apologizing for not posting anything for so long. It's been a while, like 2 months since my last video of tactics and instruction stuff. There are a couple of reasons I haven't done anything in a while. It's just because I mentioned a couple of times before that I'm gonna post only formation and tactics that are like a little bit less popular, and the one that I found solid enough for you to use to have fun and also get the results, right? So I was struggling to find any I was struggling to find anything that was good enough to show you or and share with you. And I promised to myself I'm not gonna do tactics just for sake of posting. So that's not me, and I'm not gonna just change one slider and a couple instructions and say it's a new meta tactic. So no, you're not gonna find that on my channel. To be honest with you, I actually decided that I'm not gonna post anything anymore for FIFA 23. And I was already preparing myself physically and mentally for EAFC 24. That's like in less than 1 month coming up. And I actually answered to some of your comments that, yeah guys, I'm not posting anything. I'm just gonna wait for new game, and then we're gonna continue with a new channel, with the same channel, with the new videos and tactics. But so many people ask me for something new, and I decided just especially for you to do one more tactic and instructions, the formation that I haven't touched and haven't discussed before, and that's the one of the 4-3-3 variations that I was the most successful with, right? So yeah, this is my last upload for the FIFA 23, but I just want you to know that I'm not gonna close the channel. I'm not gonna disappear, guys. I'm still here, and I'm still gonna continue working on the AFC 24. And by the way, there are also a couple announcements. I signed the contract for next year with the foot coaching, and I'm gonna coach there for entire next season and upcoming new game. So again, I'm inviting you to find out what we do on our website. You're more than welcome to join our closed Discord and become a patron. Also, there are a couple of new things that we are planning to do, and the first one is gonna be me streaming live when I'm creating tactics and analyzing the game and the tactics and polishing them before posting a video on YouTube. And it's gonna be for our closed Discord, and whoever will join to see how I'm doing it, it's just gonna be for them there. I'm gonna have a help from my dearest friend Amar, who is also a coach on our website, and it's a good thing that we're gonna work together on it because he has a different point of view. He has a different game style. He looks for something different when building up or defending, and he can notice different things that I'm not capable of noticing because each of us have our own game style. So it's good that we're gonna compare our thoughts before releasing anything on a YouTube or for like final version of the tactics. I mentioned that we're not gonna touch the most popular and meta formation. We will try just to bring you guys something new so you can have fun with this game. Yes, we promised ourselves that we're gonna post at least one tactic a month, so it's gonna take us from 2 to 4 weeks to polish that tactic and instructions, so you will have a solid product, let's say end product, right? Guys, recently, whoever was on my channel, you guys know that whenever I create a video, I try to not only to show you tactic itself and instructions, I also try to highlight some examples so you can see how I build up or how you should build up and what to look for in each formation and stuff, right? So So the same thing is gonna apply in my next videos, right? So I'm not gonna stop doing it. But the reason I'm mentioning is because where if you are on YouTube, you're probably familiar with the nickname Inception, and I admire his work. He's one of the best content creators, and he's doing a great job with the player reviews, tactic reviews, and so I have a lot of respect for him and of his knowledge mainly of the game. And he in one of his videos he mentioned that he doesn't like when the people show him how to play formation or how to build up and stuff, right, with those examples that I'm doing. And I understand his point of view, but there is, to some degree, I don't agree with him. And the reason why is because let's just take an example that you playing 4-4-2, right, formation, and you are playing that formation for 3-4 months, so you're familiar with the player positioning, how to build up, what to expect from this formation and stuff, right? And as I mentioned, each of us has their own game style, so you're creating habits and muscle memory using the same formation all over again, right? And let's say you wake up one day and you want to try something new. You find my channel, you find the 3-5-2 formation tactic, and you copy and paste basically everything that I said in a video, and you go open the game, you start the game, and you play the same way you did 4-4-2, and that's not going to work in the 3-5-2. And then you're struggling with the results, and you're just dropping the formation without even giving it a chance. And it's not your fault, because we all do that, because we all try, we no matter what formation and tactic we use, we try to still play the same way, and it's just the way it is. So the reason why I'm showing the examples, it's not for you to I'm not trying to force you to play this way. I'm just showing you what I'm looking forward when I have those specific instructions. The reason of giving those instructions to a player, my initial thoughts and stuff, you don't have to follow those examples. It's just for you to understand how this specific formation that we're, for example, discussing works, right? So I'm still gonna continue doing those examples, and the easiest way to tell you guys, if you don't want to watch the examples, you can just see the tactics instructions, just copy them and jump in straight to the game, and try it on by yourself and figure the formation yourself, how it works and stuff, right? I don't mind that, but reading your comments, I see that a lot of you enjoy when I'm showing that examples, highlights and stuff. And to be honest, when I was starting with a FIFA 19 or 20, I don't remember exactly, it doesn't matter, I was searching for that stuff on YouTube, and I couldn't find any, right? And I think the content still lacks of that kind of content. So I'm gonna continue doing it, because you reading your comments, I see you like it, I see you enjoying it, right? So yeah, that's my initial thoughts about it. Let's jump into the tactics, because you guys know me, the video is gonna take probably around 30 minutes as usual. So let's just go to my account. So the formation we're discussing today, and the one that I want to present you, it's a 4-3-3 bracket 3. This is the one that I had the most success of any 4-3-3 variations, right? I know there are very, very popular 4-3-3 with a false 9 or 4-3-3 with a cam. I took this one, and this one works for me the best. Let me know after you try it what your initial thoughts are about it. Okay, so tactics like that. This is how we line out the team. In highlights, I use Benzema footies cards, and on our right, as a right wing, I use Dybala footies. I just sold those cards, and just, this is for recording purposes. The Benzema Team of the Year card, and Rodrigo is just basically the same characteristics as Dybala card, right? So just for you to see what type of players I use in each position, right? The tactics itself, Defensive style balance this time with 40 and depth 55. I tried to use that 70 with, let's say, auto offside trap, but I was struggling a lot with over the top through balls. And even though I'm using very good center backs, fast center backs, I was still struggling with their positioning and catching up those all really fast players, really fast strikers right now, and considering too many easy goals, let's say, which I would like to avoid. So between 40 and 7 you can go ahead if you are feeling comfortable and you know how to defend perfectly those over the top through balls. Go ahead and be my guest, use 70 or even higher, right? With a build up there are two options, guys. I'm using fast build up, and the reason for it because I'm used to how my players move when the fast build instruction is in offense, and I know that I need to get out of my half fast, and because everybody will run forward, right? So there is not much time to use in your half because you will struggle to build up if you're stuck in your half. But if you're feeling that it's too fast, just get it slow build up slowly in your half, and then just move on to the opponent half, to the attacking half. It's not a problem. So it's not a must. So fast build up and slow build up. There are two options. With the chance creation, I also suggest you try two options. I use balance. It's fine with me, but forward runs are also great in this formation, and it also will create a lot of good chances for you. Wave 71. I have no idea why I'm using 71 with. I think I'm using that basically in all my formations. It just works for me, and whatever works out, I'm trying to not change. Players in box 4. It's totally enough. Believe me, you will still have plenty players in the box. I don't want the box to be too crowded. I want to drag those defenders out of the box, right? So that's my goal, and then make those initial runs to empty spaces with my players. Corners, free kicks, up to you. It's just my usual 1-on-1. Let's jump into instructions. Okay, we'll start with a goalie. Nothing here that will amaze you. Comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper. I haven't touched this time my center backs. They're fine the way it is. Let's jump into left back. Okay, this time he's on balance and overlap. Okay, the balance with a fast build up, it causes that my left back joins the attack also, but when he sees the empty space and opportunity to go forward, right? When the AI decides for him to go forward. If not, he's staying back, helping me out with the build up and with defending if I lose the ball, right? The situation on the other side is a little bit different. I want my right back to join the attack and just run straight forward because I won't have that additional option in attack, and he's also on overlap. And because he's running forward on my right side, I use my right CDM as a stay back, cut passing like cover center, but he's also have two additional instructions. Aggressive interceptions is just preference of mine, and deep line playmaker I suggest you to use because he will show up for the ball and help you out to actually attack in the opponent half. So yeah, this is the instructions of the right DM. Left DM is on tight mark and not cut passing lanes because I used a little bit shorter player and faster. So, but he's also not tall enough for those. He doesn't have that reach like Mateus, you guys know, like Milinkovic-Savic on the right side. He's a smaller player, but the tight mark and he's fast enough. He will cover a little bit further to the top and make build up for my opponent a little bit more difficult. But whenever they pass my midfield or whatever, they pass certain point of the pitch, he will drop still back to help me out as a regular CDM, right? Get forward, he will be so much involved in our attack and scoring a lot of goals. So just make sure that this player can score, okay? Can shoot, can pass. With the cards that we have now, end game cards, it's not going to be hard to find the card that suits the role, right? Okay, CM, I'm using Zidane. Not a biggest fan of him, but he does the job well. Okay, so he's also on get forward and free roam. And a couple things. This player will drop and fill that right right midfielder role in defense. So we're defending still in 4-4-2. This is the way I prefer. The only thing that I want to point out, guys, that he's gonna drop closer to right DM. He's not gonna drop. He's not gonna be hugging the sideline as right mid, and he's not going to be wide as a right mid. He's going to be closer to the center, which actually I prefer, to be honest, because we are overcrowding the center of the pitch, and it's making hard for opponent to break us down, right? So, but keep in mind that he's here when we're defending, and he's slowly taking his position when we are attacking closer to center of the field, and he's the brain of whole our build up. He's the main guy who is gonna distribute the ball and stuff. Him and actually Savage, who is a deep line playmaker. Free roam, because I still want that causes him to be a little bit deeper, and that's the way I prefer. I prefer him to be a little bit deeper and help me out with the build up. Now let's jump into the left wing. I use Roberto Carlos here. You can use any player that has a little bit at least defensive stat, because he's gonna come back and fill that left midfielder road when we were defending in the 4-4-2 shape. And also in attack, he's one of those guys who's gonna help us to build up outside the box. You will see how many bodies we have outside the box, which is dragging out the defenders of my opponent also outside the box, right? They have to come up, and that leaves gaps behind them. So this is what I'm looking for, but don't worry about it. If he sees the opportunity, he will still make runs behind. So don't worry about him making runs with those instructions. Come back, cut inside, come short, stay on edge, and mainly he will help us to build up. Okay, our striker and stay central target player actually was one of the crucial things for me. The reason why, because when they're not running away, they're facing, actually when I'm intercepting the ball trying to build up, they most of the time they're facing the ball, so I can easily pass to them, and I'm not using them to dribble and outrun the defenders. I'm mainly using that striker when building up to make a pass to him, drag the attention of defenders, and with him I'm passing back to midfielder who are distributing the ball. Okay, you will see that in an example that I have prepared for you. Right wing is filling the role of the second striker. He will stay forward, cut inside, get behind, and get in the box. What I like in this positioning, he's not on the wing, he's not so far away, and he's not also close to the center as like it would be in two striker formations, right? He's around this area between the opponent center back and fullback, and he's filling those gaps, and he's running into those gaps between them very nicely. You will see that also in examples, I think. That's I think will be all if it comes regards to instructions. Yeah, I think we cover all players. Now, now you guys can feel free just to take the tactics instructions and jump into the game and play it right away, and just figure out how you want to play it, this formation, how it works for you, without looking for examples. But for those who wants to see what I'm looking for when building up, just stick around. I think 8 examples that I prepared for you to show you. So yeah, I'll just try to speed it up so you don't waste your time too much with me as always. Okay, so here we go. The first example. Let me switch. All right, so we intercept the ball. Nothing special here. And okay, and this is what I mentioned about your target striker. We're passing to target striker, which in this row I'm using Benzema, footy scores, and right away we're passing the whole midfield. And we are facing already the defensive line. But again, as I mentioned, I'm not trying to force a run or dribble with this player and beat those defenders. I'm not good enough skiller to do that. And Benzema actually it's also not the type of striker for these purposes, but with him, with this target striker, I tend to pass back to my LDM who is getting forward, and CM who is actually starting here, and you see the positioning right now in attack. So I'm using him to pass back to those two players, and they will distribute the ball forward, right? Because just one pass to the striker drags attention of those defenders. They become more narrow. Even look at the positioning of my second striker with the cut inside. He's taking the fullback with him, which is leaving gap for my overlap fullback, and those areas will open up. Those players will face those players, so it's also a good way to pass from them. They don't have to turn and pass. It just opened up a lot of passing options, right? Okay, let's watch till the end this example. We pass back, and as I said, as you guys can see, just let me remind you, don't worry about the instructions of my left wing, that he has to come short and stay on edge, because when he sees the opportunity, as you can see right now, left wing Roberto Carlos, he will make the run, right? He will make the run for open space, and you can utilize and take advantage of it, right? I think we even scored in this situation, doesn't matter. Second example, guys, and this is one of those situations that you will find very often yourself, because we use our fullbacks in this formation a lot, especially the right one because he's joining attack, and then left one also when he sees the opportunity, but he's on balance, just to remind you. Okay, so what we do, I mark this zone in orange because this is one of the ways mechanics to score in FIFA. So what we do is we try to get the ball with recycling, with triangles, whatever we use, to this area, to this player, or even drive with this one to this area and then score. The same thing applies from the other side. So we would look for this area. But why I'm showing this example, because I scored a lot of goals, first of all, by using this method or this mechanic of this game. And the reason I'm showing this example is just to show you how many bodies we have outside and how easy it's for us to recycle the ball and get the ball to this place, right? We don't have too many players in the box, but we have enough to go here, recycle through those players, pass here, and then score. Just let's watch till the end. And it's an easy go, right? Okay. Third example, let's go ahead. Over here, what I want to show you guys, this is what when I'm building up, I'm trying to switch sides, right? If I see one of the sides overcrowded, I tend to go to another one, and from here, it's just same thing that we do. Basically, we're trying to find any player in the center of the pitch, and from here we're just looking for our strikers, right? And just trying to score. Again, those areas is your friend, basically, if I can say that, those wings, and from wings you just trying to get to the middle, and from middle you will find your strikers. Again, why I'm showing this, because you have very easy to find those players using this formation and tactics. Okay, let's just move on. We find our CM finds another CM, pass to the striker, and yeah, go. Okay, another example. Let's see what we have here. We intercept the ball, and the reason why I'm showing this example is usage of those triangles. I mentioned it a couple of times in my previous tactics that those triangles are, I think, so crucial when building up and spotting them. If you're not familiar with them, or you don't have a habit to spot those triangles, you need to develop that, and you need to add this to your game, because they are so crucial when building up. I already see the one triangle that here. Okay, so I know that I'm gonna take advantage of it. I already beat his it's a right mid over here, so this one CM will not be able to cover all those three places. So okay, we have already one triangle that I'm gonna use, and why I'm drawing this second triangle even there is no players here, because I already know that I'm gonna have a second triangle in a second against this player. And again, left wing, even with those instructions, if he sees the opportunity, he will make a run, and the second triangle will appear in a second. Using triangles and implementing this to the game, you will see them, you will vision them in your gameplay, right? Okay, let's just move on and see how it ends. One triangle, then we pass here, and yeah, our wing is making of course we didn't score, because why would we? We are terrible at finishing, guys. Okay, another one, again showing you the how easy it is to find those triangles in this formation, right? We have one for triangle, second for triangle, and if you even add this fullback, you will have a third triangle over here with those three players, right? Okay, so first of all, we're passing to the striker. Actually, this is our CM. One more thing that I want to add to all those examples. The rotation between players in this formation is crazy. You will find, I mean, the your players will be like switching positions crazy in this formation, and you will be surprised that, I don't know, like for example, Laurent is playing striker and Dybala is playing fullback for a second, and when you're building up, I'm not saying in defense, but the rotation is something that I enjoy a lot in this formation, and you can take advantage of it. Okay, so we're passing to, let's say, our striker here, this white area. Why? Because we want to drag the focus of all defenders to this player, and again, I'm marking the orange zone, right? Because this is like the money zone for us, and the same thing will happen from this side to this side. Okay, so this is the area that we are like aiming, and in order to do that, just passing here and recycling the ball through other players. This time our left wing, as you can see, he's staying back, staying on edge and trying to help us, and he will take a part in this build up, because we're gonna just make those triangle passes, one forward, one back, one forward, and then find striker and just score. Now he's staying back, he's open for a pass, we're passing to the striker. Those positions of players makes your life easy to use those first time passes, one touch control and passes, and it's very hard for opponent to switch between all the players. And if he screws up with switching, and it's not that hard to do that in this game, you guys know, it's very easy to make a wrong switch, then basically we are having a scoring opportunity every time using those first time passes, and it's easy because of the position of the players. Okay, next example. And again, I already know when I'm passing here what I want to do, but just to let you know, this is the money zone, I'll call it like that, the area that I want to go. Also, in this formation, there are a lot of chances for you to cross the ball, because you will have openings on the other side of the pitch. It doesn't matter if we build up from this area or this area. I think I even have one goal that I scored from cross. So, but what I want to say is, if you are a fan of crossing, you will find those opportunities in this formation in tactics. But again, I'm showing you that when I pass to the using my overlap fullback, I already know what I want to do, and this is the zone that I want to get in, and just using those triangles, I will get there and just will score the goal, right? And again, the positioning of players, it makes you to do it and achieve that goal easy. Yeah. Okay, next example. And this one is a little bit longer, just to show you. Okay, we intercept the ball. Hold on a second, I don't know why it didn't show the marks. Let's just see one more time. Maybe this time it will work. Okay, now it's okay. So again, you remember when I was mentioning that our CM is not gonna be on a wing as it would be in a right mid position, even though he drops to defend as a right mid, he's still closer to the center of the field, right? Which I don't mind, and I actually take advantage of it. How? When he is closer to the center, it creates a lot of opening for our fullback to who is enjoying the attack right away jump into that empty space, right? So he doesn't have to wait, they're not blocking each other. So yeah, so he's our brain, so I'm trying to pass to him, he's gonna distribute the ball forward, and fullback will just straight away run forward, right, to create that overlap and create danger for opponent on the right side. Okay, so next, what we did here. Okay, we switch sides. Yeah, we switch sides, header, and the second part, guys, let me just show you after switch. Hope it will work this time. Yeah, it is. So again, a couple of things that I want to show you here. I'm already noticing that triangles, right, between those three players. I already know that my wing will start a run utilizing this empty space. So I'm passing to using one of my CMs, this time LDM, who is on get forward, and the winger will make a run. So the triangle pass like this, and this triangle that I draw, it's because I already know there's gonna become one more triangle against this defender. Okay, it just how this formation works. I'm already like visioning this and like seeing that in my head. Also, you remember I mentioned that second right wing positioning when he's feeling that second striker role, right? So if you use two striker formation, this would be like his position most of the time. Because we are using right wing as our second striker when we're defending in a 4-4-2, he's also in this area, and with a cut inside and getting the box, he's like, normally there would be a fullback here, center back here, and he will just run between them. Okay, so this is why I'm highlighting this player, that he's not in the center, he's a little bit outside, and he's usually not covered when it comes to crossing. Let's just see how it ends. We score I think a nice goal actually with a cross first time. It was a little bit lucky goal, I agree, and just yeah, but it's still a goal. Okay, last example of building up. And again, guys, this is what I said, that when I feel like it's overcrowded on one side, that I'm switching to another one and just doing the same triangles thing. Okay, so how I realize it's overcrowded here? Well, we have already three defenders here, or let's say two defenders, one right mid, no matter who it is. There are three players here. The whole attention of opponent's team is concentrating on the right side, on my left side, and I know even without looking at radar or just looking at the pitch, I know that the other side will be open. It has to be, because his whole team is trying to switch to the and defend the right side of the pitch from my left fullback. Okay, so I know that I can easily switch the sides, and that create gaps in the defensive line of my opponent. Okay, that will create gaps, because I already know when I switch here, I will find my CM, striker, whatever, to use the triangles and get to scoring opportunity. Okay, just easy switch. Here we go. He has no, he doesn't have a chance to recover from it. And did we score? Of course we didn't. Sorry. That's what happens when I'm trying to score. But the chance that we created, you can easily see that it was a great scoring opportunity. Guys, one more thing that I want to mention, it's, I think, crucial that you have to pay attention when building up. And this is the example. Let it just... Okay, so this is our deep line playmaker, okay? Guys, you cannot... I'm just gonna use the word, you cannot lose the ball with him when building up. If you lose the ball with him, it's gonna be a very tough situation to defend. Okay, you're gonna be I'm showing this so I can avoid those things that, you know, I concede a lot of goals, therefore that there is no defenders or anything. you see, with a fast build up, whenever I intercept the ball, all my players are already running forward to take the position and take those empty spaces in attack, right? So this is crucial to not lose the ball when we are building up with this player. I'm not talking about center backs because it's obvious, right? But this player who will have the ball a lot of times, it would be good that he is capable of good, he has passing stats, okay? And you cannot lose the ball with him, because look at this. If I lose the ball, it's against 5 players against 2. It's going to be very hard to defend. So just keep in mind when you're building up that you need to do it fast. You need to pass this, let's say, line of the pitch quickly, okay? If this is too fast, that's what I mentioned in the beginning. If the fast build-up will feel too fast for you, you can go ahead and make it slow build-up. They will not run as quickly as in a fast build-up, okay? So, of course, we lost the ball over here. Yeah, and look how much trouble I have right now defend this situation, okay? So, yeah. I think that will cover everything that I wanted to share with you. Guys, I hope you enjoy this formation and tactics as you did in previous ones. I'm so grateful for all the subscriptions, all the comments, and I know it's not gonna suit everyone, right? I understand that, and I'm not gonna delete any comments. You guys can see that I don't delete. I just answer to all your questions and stuff. I know not everybody will like it. It's not gonna suit every game style, but still I think it's enjoyable to play with. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are about, and I'm promised to continue doing the work in EFC 24, and just hope, guys, I will see you there, right? I hope we will grow together, and for cooperation until now, I'm very thankful, and I think we have a great community in this channel. So let's continue doing this work, and I'll see you in EFC 24, and of course. Feel free to join our Discord. Go ahead and visit our website. Until next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.